Okay guys, welcome back. So following on from last week's video, Michael, I don't know if you saw those when we were doing some work with Matty on his fairway wood and hybrid. We said we sort of hinted, teased that we were going to look at your driver.
Yeah, I've got a driver which, no knock on it, it's a LTDX LS from Cobra, Ventus TR. I used it during the summer, swinging out of my shoes. It was a great fit. But I'm doing some work with Larry on my swing, which we've seen. And I don't know if it's the shaft timing. Obviously 9 degrees with a very low spinning head is not my friend. I kind of want to get something that at least for the off season, I can practice and make good swing. Because even that last video we did, 10 degree TSR 3, I felt like I could actually produce some ball flights. And if I know myself, if I have not enough loft and too stiff of a shaft, I'm going to start doing this crap. And I want to be doing more of kind of this motion.
Totally agree.
Rotating and stuff like that. So I'm spoiled, obviously, but I kind of asked you, hey, can we build something for the meantime? It may end up fitting through next summer, we never know. But at least for now, something that works for me that I don't have to blame the equipment for lack of results.
Yeah, you don't need to be feeling, worse about your swing or the result, when you've got a driver that's kind of a bit of a home run hitter.
It was meant to hit, and I bashed it. It was for fun, basically. Played a couple scrambles with it. It was great. Again, no knock on it. I just don't think it's going to fit the swing that I want to have.
Okay. Well, let's have a look at a few baseliners here.
It's actually quite a good one.
That's a really good one.
And that's what happens. If I hit it good, it's like head high. I can't get the thing off the ground. It looks like an absolute bullet.
You would take everything that was in that swing. Minus the 11 degrees of dynamic loft.
You probably wouldn't want 11 degrees of dynamic.
And that's a function of you're making such a better move at it now. I mean, if we could bottle 2.5 into out, 2.5 up for the rest of your life,
we would want it.
Yeah.
That's hit well also.
But that is a good player's reaction to a drive that went too low by kind of trying to hold loft on the club for as long as you could. And try to get it up there, and it still only got to 13. So looking at the table there, Matty, you're right. 166 ball speed's fine. 10 launch, 2100, very flat. If you were living in the UK or if you played in links golf regularly, you'd probably be pretty happy with those numbers. Okay, good. Let's build something that's got a definitely more favourable look to you as well, because I think part of the look of this is this not seeing much loft and knowing what you have to do to it.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay. First up, we've done a bit of testing with you on TSR. Why don't we just start there?
Sure.
Let's just kind of start there. Not necessarily think we're going to stay there, but there is a lot of product that's obviously going to change out in the next couple of months. So, if we don't see the numbers that we need to see from this, obviously lots of other great options in the drawer. But I think as of right now, where I see your strike being slightly in the heel, I think moving that weight setting into H1 is where I'd like to see that, and turning the loft, we'll go 9 degree loft turned up slightly. So 9.75.
Okay.
Little bit of face adjustment in there as well, slightly closed in the face so you feel protected against that left side miss.
Maybe help me start the ball right and fade it back. Okay.
I think that's another great point. Start line. You're making sure that if we are going to hit that little pull cut, the essential part of the pull cut is the right start line.
You need to pull.
You got to pull. The push cut is the danger one.
Exactly.
DJ shaft, you've never hit this?
I have never hit. I don't think I've ever hit an LA Golf driver shaft. I know I've tried irons, but never a driver.
So with this one, for a shaft that you've got on well with, think of Fujikura Pro Tour Spec 2.0.
Oh, I love that shaft.
Yeah. Little higher balance point, nice and stable in the tip section.
Now that was the heel strike.
Yep.
It's definitely a much better strike. A little high in center, I think.
Okay.
It's a good drive.
Really nice. That's really good.
Good swing.
A better strike, not as high in the face. Should have more speed. That's quite good. Maybe not the best launch, but these last three felt really good.
You're finding your groove really nicely, Matty.
The shaft feels great. I think you picked a good one.
Yeah, it feels like...
It feels familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, comfortable.
Yeah, just as lifting it a little bit in terms of launch and spin.
It's better.
Apex now coming in at 93. So it's moving in the right direction. Yeah, dynamics better as well, which is good. But probably still searching for 1.5 to 2 degrees more in the dynamic.
17 is a good number?
I would love you at 17. I just think that would launch it, at 22 and spin it at 20. So launch it at 12, 12.5 and spin it at 23, 24.
Okay.
I think in terms of building a friendly driver that you feel like I can really make some good reps working on some things in my swing.
Yes.
Covering it, staying on top of it. I don't think this is all the way there on that. I can almost want you to feel like it's too high, not that it's too low.
So that I can bring it down.
Yes, so you can feel like you've got that on it.
Do you want to make a change?
Yeah, let's change it out. How was that strike?
It's slightly in the heel, but did it ever hang on? I was really surprised at how well that hung on. That's hit way better.
Yeah, it sounded good.
Turned over just a touch. Strike is a bit higher.
Yeah, 10 more yards and carry.
Tell you what, it sounds awfully good too.
Doesn't it? Yeah, it doesn't come with just because it's a bigger head, it doesn't come with like a big, loud, obnoxious sound.
I mean, it's a little thin in the heel.
Yeah, but I mean, like misses that drift rather than, are flying off and...
These are all on the edge of the fairway at worst.
Yeah.
That one's really good. It's going to cut a bit.
Some really playable ones here, though.
That's not putting you in trouble, that's for sure.
I just feel like I've made all my best swings with it.
That was roasted. I like that.
Like if I could hit the ball like that every time,
that would be pretty much perfect.
No complaints.
Yeah, that's good. When we talk about friendly,
it's friendly.
That's friendly. Because we've seen misses today. We've hit other drivers today 8 millimeters high.
It's true.
And had nothing out of it. Never mind 167 ball and 10.5 and 23.
It's a very good point. We haven't seen good ball speed and stable spin high in the face.
And this is where I'd be absolutely more comfortable overriding the longest combination that we find today with a driver that does exactly that. So if we're striking it in there, like I want to now monitor every strike 8 millimeters high in the head, and what does it do? Is it able to keep those launch conditions and at that ball speed? I don't know if there'll be other drivers that deal with it as well as what that did. So little switch out of the DJ shaft. I like the DJ in the TSR2. I really have to say I did like that. But having seen your launch numbers with GT earlier today, higher launch, lower spin, it kind of feels like that's just all this needs is just a little tick higher in the launch.
Yeah.
Where was that struck?
I want to say hair in the heel.
Right. That sounded really crisp, didn't it?
It just tends to want to live in the heel a little bit more.
Okay, so you feel like it's more, the biggest thing with this that you're having a hard time with is just that strikes is living a bit in the heel.
That's all it feels like.
Yeah.
All I feel like is their swings are decent, but I'm hitting the heel.
Okay.
That one felt really good.
Very nice.
Nice pass at it.
Yeah.
I'd say a little more confident swing at that one.
Yeah.
And that was
good.
A perfect matchup.
Don't think I can do any better than that. A little higher on the face too.
Sounded better. So good.
Pretty similar, maybe slightly more in the heel. take it though.
Yeah. I really like what I'm seeing. It just lifted the apex a little higher. You're kind of in and around that 100 feet, which is really good, I think, for where you are right now, because whether you stay one up or kind of wherever that attack angle goes, I think you've got room for that to go back to beat up a little bit. I think where it's sitting right now is that you're trying to kind of obviously stay on top of it more with the chest and keep the chest down rather than kind of tilting behind it. So it does leave us a little bit room on the attack angle and the dynamic loft that if you do get a little bit more tilt in time, we can certainly take advantage of that. So what I'm basically saying is the spin loft differential is perfect. All that needs to change is by the loft going up and the attack going up
together.
Yes, it will keep the spin where it is right now, but it'll just change the launch a tick.
I see.
Yeah, I like that.
Very similar.
Spin came down a little bit on that one, Matty, so it's kind of flattened out the apex, just giving you a tad more on it.
It's funny, like look at where that strike is again, a little high heel, and it's one of the quickest ones I've hit.
Just manages it, doesn't it? It just manages it into such a nice window. 11 launch, 2300 spin. So, guys, we're not chasing the kind of high launch, low spinner from Matt here at all.
No.
It's really the opposite of what we're trying to give you.
Yep.
We're trying to give you a lot of consistency, a lot of balls in play. Anytime we take ball speed, we'll anytime we get it, we'll take it for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But
if
this
it shows
seems
up there.
so neutral for you.
Yeah, I like this combination quite a bit.
If we go back to kind of what we were seeing earlier on, so picked up a little bit here, lifted the launch and spin into a perfect little window and not giving you any less distance.
No.
Actually picked up some carry distance.
Yeah, and a much more controllable way to hit the ball.
Totally.
Great.
Okay, guys, so just a little bit of a kind of restructure in the top end of Matty's bag. I think when your game evolves and changes and certain fundamental things change in your game, it's worth re-looking at it. Totally. It's not necessarily, yes, you have to change it, but it's worth a look.
And in this case, it definitely was.
That's all we wanted to do here, wasn't it? It's just look at it, analyse it, see how it was. Can we incrementally make it better? And I think in the case of the hybrid versus your stealth, was the G425 was getting it up a little bit in distance to that 240, 245 range. And then moving up the TSR3 into the 265 to 275 range, and now you're right back to your. And I think we said it last week when we done the Fairwood. At 162 ball speed, we should be about 6-7 miles an hour more.
Yeah, you've done that,
and we're right there. Yeah. So everything is on track. The ball flight matches the delivery. That's always my goal as a fitter.
Right.
With how I see you delivering it, can I get the ball flight to match? And we've got 3 great clubs at the top end of your bag now.
And I look forward to kind of getting to work on the swing with these kind of new tools in place.
Totally. I think you can help build the confidence much quicker, knowing that a good swing will give you the right result.
Yeah, totally.
Awesome. Okay, guys, a lot of fun. We love the fitting videos, we really do. It was great testing product, but it feels like, this feels like home for us when we're diving into the nitty gritty, changing weights, changing profiles, seeing different lie angles, changing different drivers, and how fascinating that can be. Moving strike around a little bit. I mean, that's such an important part here. Like Matty was saying, his miss right now, little open face with a heel strike, so a compound error. We definitely don't want that, so we had to manipulate the face to be a little bit more square while that heel strike is still a little bit prominent. So until we move that back towards the centre, then we can kind of reshuffle things. But that for right now is the combo you need.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it. Okay, stay tuned for more, guys. We'll see you again soon.